like I say with the USAF people, everyone was wondering who are these murderers? Who are these people going around killing people? Because like I say, these people they would wear these helmets, like these biker helmets, and they'd wear these dark glasses and stuff like that, so you couldn't see a face. So people just saw the body armor, and these people were going around. They killed drug dealers. They killed this person. They killed that person because they were wearing bulletproof. And people would, you could shoot them with a 45 caliber. It wouldn't even touch the armor. It just go tick, 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 and they would go like a 45 won't penetrate the armor. I'm pretty sure you'd have to get 45 caliber high powered rifle point blank, and then you might crack the armor. It's really, really good stuff. I think it's got a titanium plate on the inside. It's got like a titanium plate on the inside, and then Kevlar on the outside or something like that. So the Kevlar goes into the titanium plate. So the titanium plate gives rigid. The armor, the body armor that they're wearing, everyone's wondering, what are they wearing? Motorcycle helmets? What are they wearing? And what it is it's like titanium plate going all the way around the head, basically. And then it's Kevlar. It's solid Kevlar. You can go to China, ask them, basic, and they'll tell you what it is. It costs 1,500 yen to produce. It's basically Kevlar, and I think it's like titanium plate and some other metal, and then on top of it, it's like Kevlar. I think it's titanium plate and Kevlar, basically. So it's pretty light, and yet you could take a 45 and go, and it would go, like that. You could do point blank 45 caliber. So won't touch it. Point blank 45 high powered caliber, like a what's called like an AK-47, and you might crack it. It's really, really, really tough stuff because the Kevlar slows down the bullet, and then I forget if it's I think the titanium is on the inside. It depends on which way you want it. It's either titanium on the outside, or it might be titanium and Kevlar and then titanium. I forget exactly the makeup of it, but basically it's made to stop a 45 caliber bullet, no problem, which it does. It cost 2 billion yen. This is like they researched and researched. It's the most advanced armor we got, basically. And this we had it back in 1920, 1930, basically. Anyway, so these USAF people are wandering around just going, and nobody can crack the armor because it takes like a 50 cal, and even then, realistically, you need a 30 cal and you need a parabolic arc to crack. You take a 30 caliber and go and get a parabolic arc, and I think I was there because I'm like, use a parabolic arc, 30 caliber. And so they start raining down bullets on these people. And like I say, you see these people like running into the hangar, running away from these bullets because after they shoot the Indians, we're like, you know what? Fuck it. Just into the air. We're going to kill those guys. And so they run inside and you see the bullets like splattering all around them. And one of them goes and gets his arm, and I think that's John McCain or Richard Nixon or somebody because the 30 caliber bullet and parabolic arc hits one of them right in the arm. Oh, he goes and he stumbles, and like another guy grabs him and they kind of help him inside the hangar in Germany or France. Anyway, it's really good actually because I'm like, use a parabolic arc, and they're like, yeah, you know what? Parabolic arc should be able to do it, and that should be enough energy. Should crack that skull. So they just aimed the 30 caliber up in the air and started raining bullets because a 30 caliber, it's like you can always use a gun. Like if you see a target and you can't shoot there, just raise your gun up. Your 40 AK-47. Just raise it up into the air, and then you go, and then the parabolic arc gives the bullet more energy because you're going up, but then you're coming down hard. It's kind of like a draw. Realistically, you need a big shell like 30 caliber because, then your downward angle is sufficiently fast. And then, because like I said, it went right through his shoulder. It's like, fuck you, murderers. I was mad. I was really mad because they killed my Indian aircraft engineers. Like they were like this. They had their arms behind their backs and they're just there, and the USF was like, and just shot them right there in front of the hangar. And I was just like, okay, well, the hostages are dead. Let's shoot them. you know? So the other guys were like, Allah, or whatever. And started shooting and raining down bullets because, it's like, fuck those guys. Anyway, but that's the USF right there, that guy. Anyway, back in 1940, 1950, 1960, 1970, somewhere around there, they got wounded, or 1980, I forget. Anyway, they got wounded in the shoulder. Like I said, you go up against the futuristic body armor, just raise up, and then start shooting down, or use a 30 caliber, and you'll get a 30 millimeter, big shell, and like I said, the 30 millimeter will crack that armor like an egg. It's like, goodbye, motherfucker. So it won't hold up. That's why America is so fussy about, we don't let anything in, or it's USF basically. Basically, USF controls the borders, and they're like, we don't, because they got that armor from China basically, and they know what can crack that armor. A 50 caliber at long range won't crack it. I think it can take a if you shoot it at if you try and do a 1,000 foot shot, it'll take a 1,000 foot 50 caliber shot, unless you use a parabolic arc. If you use the parabolic arc, a 50 caliber will crack it like an egg. So, but that takes a really good shot. So anyway, like I said, I designed all this armor. I know I know what the limitations are of all the armor. So, like I'm very much the LS. So and you can't use my own shit to oppress people. Like, that was for defense and not for killing and murdering people. Anyway, and with a little computer control, anyone can do. And with a rangefinder, die, motherfucker. Anyway, and basically, and that's why they were trying to stop technology. They're trying to kill all the scientists and all the engineers and all the computer people because they didn't want technology. They had these bodysuits, and as long as they had these bodysuits, no one could touch them. But with computers and technology, it renders the bodysuits useless. And basically, you can kill them with lower tech items like cannon. I love cannon. Cannon are like awesome. They're the equalizers of everything. So I'm Lucifer's daughter. So anyway, I was pissed off that they were oppressing my innocent people. And, Rodney's a piece of shit. Nixon was a piece of shit. USAF is a piece of shit. Fuck those guys. I hate people that would shoot unarmed civilians. And that's what they were doing. So, fuck them. It really pissed me off. And doing it in the name of United States of America. And they're using Chinese armor. And just shooting innocent people. Anyway. Now they do those stupid infomercials or whatever. And they're just paying, they just do cable pay-per-view and they get like their $10 a month or whatever. Because they lost their power. Without Nixon or the White House or whatever, and technically Trumpy is kind of on their side, but not really. He's like, he's actually more Hell's Angels or whatever, and basically he's just a backstabber too. Like, they all get tortured and killed. Like, at some point in time, the other races just go. Like, they will spend years screaming. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's very verifiable that they were tortured. So, I'm like, yes. I gave a command, and it happened. Oh, well. And basically, Rodney and everybody else has spent their whole lifetime going, it's not true, trying to make people believe that basically that they can do this stuff and get away with it. But it's like, no, they couldn't, and they didn't. And in 100 or 1,000 years, everyone's like, oh, fuck. It's like, yeah, well, yeah, it led to my death, and that was a problem for a lot of other races. So a lot of other races were like, he's our creator. And they were just, and a lot of people said, okay, that's enough. Now you die. So anyway, and basically Rodney Riley and a bunch of other people have spent their whole life, trying to, anyway. Like I said, that's how I know all this stuff, is because we saw, we kicked their fucking ass. And then we tortured the shit out of them. because they had killed so many before. They killed 1,000 people. They killed more, not in the name of